escape from round table discussing the way that we get to the rack. Matter the game that
It's week 8 of the 2025 season. And up next is the Texans' creative quarterback. He's been sensational as he leads the league in touchdown passes. It's the Texans and the Titans, and it's coming up next.
On a wonderful fall afternoon in the state of Texas, the roof is open, and we've got football from NRG Stadium in Houston. Hi again, everyone. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, we look at this Texan ball club veteran play here. They've certainly found their groove of late. Winners of 5 in a row.
And I think the sky's the limit for this team. They're playing the best football that they've played in a long time.
Meanwhile, for the visiting Titans, they were losers their last time out. They're going to try to get back in the win column, but obviously they're going to have to do that in a hostile environment.
And sometimes it actually works to your advantage. Now you've got to band together your team.
And we are underway from NRG Stadium in Houston. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. So here are the Titans now for their first drive. Leading them out is their rookie quarterback, the young man from the University of Michigan.
I tell you what, when he is on schedule for that week, secondaries take notice because you've got to stay alert back there on every snap. A truly powerful arm, one is capable of challenging any level of the defense on any given play. That's why so many scouts preach arm talent when preparing for the NFL draft. A quarterback with arm strength to make every throw in the book, he's an asset to have in any offense.
Give him 3 there on the first play of the game, and it's second down. In motion comes the tight end left. Here's a 2nd and 7. Under pressure, and the Texans able to get in there for the sack. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. Well, certainly not the start they were looking for here as they come up on a 3rd and 14. But just 2 plays in, and Charles already their first sack defensively.
Yeah, how about that? That didn't take long, did it? And now they look at 3rd down. That's another time to try and go and get the quarterback, too.
A pretty good mark there. They needed 14. They got 14 on 3rd down.
That's a play that may get lost in the grand scheme of things, but one thing's for sure. You certainly don't want to go 3 and out to start the game. So that's a nice job of finding the right play call and coming up with a first down.
Back to throw now on 1st down. Looking middle, and that's complete. Calling a gain of 3 on the play, and that'll bring up 2nd down. In motion, the tight end. Throw right side, caught by Ridley. And he'll go out of bounds, it appears, right at the 45. This now a 3rd and 4. They'll set up to throw. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he's going to be a yard short. Needed 4, but got 3. And forget about the run to set up the pass. They're just coming out throwing.
Forget trying to set anything up. They feel like they have the advantage. They feel like they have the matchups, and they're just attacking right now.
Yep, going to the air on the opening drive. That one sails out of bounds. The side judge will walk it off. And he says it went out of bounds at the 9-yard line. Nice punt. So here are the Texans now with a long field ahead. And they will be led out by their signal caller in his 2nd year in the NFL now.
And what a first half of the season he's had, leading the NFL in passing yards to this point. He's been a tough man to slow down. So this defense certainly has its work cut out for him.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And out of bounds across the 15-yard line. Here's 2nd and 3. On the ground, this is Joe Mixon. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down. The Texans at 6-1 now through 7 weeks of the season. And they come in riding high, just one loss in their last 7 games.
And I like the way that this team is winning football games because they're doing it the way that coaches love to preach. Penalties at a minimum because they've been very disciplined, very focused in their business.
The numbers for Mixon last week, 14 carries, 81 yards.
After the last game, they have plenty of reason to be confident in their running game. And even though they're facing a top 10 defense, they're not going to shy away from doing what they do best. Make them adjust to them. Make them stop what they do before they go to any type of a change-up.
And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Back to throw. And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Not open, and it's complete to Dalton Schultz. And he will go out right near the 35-yard line. 25 yards there on the catch and run.
But when you hit him on the move like that, he's able to get into open field with a full head of steam. Oh, boy, it's going to be tough to get him down.
Yeah, there was a big window. They're lucky they did get him down. So operating from Tennessee territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line. He'll look to throw. That one complete. It's tanked down. That will go as a pickup of 7 on the 7th play of the drive. Now 2nd and 3. They go back to the ground now with Mixon. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down. Counting down toward the midway point in quarter 1. Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. And this is caught at the 8. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. That one good for 17 yards. And now they've got it 1st and goal. They'll drop to throw. His pass caught at the 4. Nice job defensively to hold him to 4, and now it's 2nd and goal.
Timing is so important on a route like this because he's going to line up out right, then cut straight across the field. I think the ball might have come out a count or two too late because by the time he was able to secure it, not much of a chance to turn it upfield.
That's to the pylon and incomplete.
Boy, that was lockdown coverage there. He's scanning for someone to come open. But that was great work to blanket everyone. And in the end, he's just got to throw it away.
Pierce will take this one in for a Texans touchdown.
So both sides of the football contributing here early. Their defense forces the punt, and then the offense takes it down the field and punches it in on the short touchdown run.
And Brandon, that's good complementary football, and that's what they're going to need if they want to get out of here victorious.
Kaimi Fairbairn on for the extra point. And the Texans take a 7-0 lead. So that drive, 12 plays in length.
And it was Dameon Pierce closing things out with a touchdown run.
So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away.
And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26.
The Titans coming back onto the field for their 2nd drive.
Well, partner, fast forward with me for a second. Remember, next week they have the open week, so they're going to get some extended rest. Does that change how they manage the rest of this one?
I think it does a little bit, but not by too much, because you're right. You get the extra rest, you get a chance to heal up and kind of, do a little bit of a reset for this team. But it's also 7 extra days to think back to the last time you were on the field. So now, a little more importance on what they're getting done because they're carrying with them for essentially 2 weeks.
A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29.
Here's 3rd and 7.
Texans come at him and able to bring him to the ground. And that'll bring up fourth down on the big sack with a loss of 5.
And here's Ryan Wright now,
as he'll kick it away for the second time. Taken from just outside the 30. It's a 43-yard punt, a return of 5, and the Texans will take over with a 1st and 10. The Texans offense and their quarterback coming out for their second drive. And he's putting together a very strong first half of the season. Currently the NFL's leader in touchdown passes. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. They've got the 7-0 lead. Now they've got the football back after their defense got the stop, CD. And you get the feeling if they could score here, they really have all the momentum on their side.
And you just wonder right now, is the quarterback and the play caller totally in sync? Are they of one mind that, hey, what worked last time, let's keep doing it until they stop us? Or do they go to a different section in the playbook, show them something different? Either way, they want a repeat of their first drive.
So operating from Tennessee territory now. Here's 1st and 10 down at the 33. They're going to look to throw. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31.
2nd and 7.
He'll look to throw. He finds his running back, Mixon. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. They get 14 on that one. Good for a Houston first down.
Well, as a coach, you absolutely love seeing your offense find their rhythm early, and that's exactly what we've seen so far. They had a touchdown on their opening drive, and now they connect here for another nice gain for a first down. This offense is moving the ball well, exactly as they drew it up in practice.
And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a 2nd and about a foot. And they'll send the tight end in motion here. Again, he'll drop to throw. This will be caught at about the 5. It's a 3-yard pickup, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Back to throw again. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Well, that's one way you take away a first down as a defender. Make sure you have a little bit of physical play when the ball gets to the receiver. Find a way to jostle it free. They caught him off guard, force the incompletion.
And he's in. Touchdown, Houston.
His 4th rushing touchdown of the year, number 6 overall. And the Texans are off to a 13-0 first quarter lead. Another impressive drive, so they're 2 for 2, 2 touchdowns. Charles, a great start to this ball game for them.
And one of the words that's really worked its way into our lexicon is stacking. They've stacked momentum each time out, and not only on offense. Between those touchdowns, defense held, forced to punt to get the ball back, and they played awfully well in this one. Both sides have played at optimum level.
Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And it's now 14-0. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away.
And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
And here comes Tennessee as they get set to take the field.
And they have the game here followed by the open date on their calendar next weekend. And Charles, this is a crew that you have to think really is relishing the opportunity to be on the couch for a few days.
Yeah, they certainly are, but let's face it, partner. They can't get caught looking ahead to that couch time while they're playing this one. They've got to take care of business first.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down. Back to throw here. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. second quarter now. Titans in possession of the football. The offense on third down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. That is caught. He's going to pick up the first down and then some. And all the way down to the 25-yard line. A gain of 37. That's evidence of why you spend a high draft pick on a receiver, isn't it, Charles?
It certainly is. His ability to make plays like that, and we've seen flashes of it from him so far in his rookie season. But also, it opens things up for the rest of the offense because they have to bring their attention to him as well.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. They'll look to throw again.
Well, a quick throw there, but it's going to be incomplete. Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw, partner. The defense have other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
Short throw taken in by Okonkwo. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Pressure applied, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back at the 33-yard line. Looks like a 9-yard loss, and it also brings up 4th.
These sacks now, they're starting to pile up, Charles, and that front 7 defensively, they've had their way with this offensive line.
And I think at this stage, we have to start thinking about different play calls. We've got to start helping this quarterback out because the entire game he's been under siege. I don't care what the down and distance, they've got to get the ball in his hands a lot quicker.
Gonzalez's kick is good, and they will get themselves on the board here at 14-3.
So that kick gives them their first points of the game, CD, and it comes on the 3rd drive, but hopefully for them that's a spark that gets that offense going.
Yeah, and I would say if you're the offensive play caller, as you look at your sheet, you're trying to find that part on there that unlocks bigger points. They've struggled with a few drives so far, finally got 3 out of it. How do you find the end zone? That's what he's searching for now.
So now out comes this offense led by their quarterback as they take over once more. And he's an early front runner for MVP in the NFL here in the first half of the season. As you can see, he's a league leader in passing yards at this stage of the game. And that's to the left sideline and incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. Inside handoff to Nixon.
And he'll take this to the 32, a gain of about 3.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on 1st down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on 2nd.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. He's to the 15.
And down to the 7-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up the 1st and goal.
They made that way too easy for them. No one is supposed to be that open against an NFL defense. Once he caught the ball, there wasn't anybody close enough to stop him. And he was able to continue downfield after making the catch.
They'll send the tight end in motion. They'll look to throw here. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. A great play there. With touchdown number 8 on the year. As his guys are able to push that lead out a bit further.
So, Charles, that's 3 touchdowns on 3 drives, and it's just been an offensive barrage so far.
Great word, partner, using barrage right there. I'm going to add another word if you don't mind. How about perfection? No surprise that they're leading right now. Absolute dominance throughout this ball game, and no signs of slowing down.
Fairbairn good with the extra point, and the lead is up to 18 now. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away.
And they will wrangle it down a couple yards shy of the 30. Tennessee offense set to go again. And they dipped a game below 500 following the loss last week. And you get the sense that maybe this team's at a little bit of a crossroads here.
Yeah, I think that's a really good way to put it, because what's that old malaprop? If you come to a fork in the road, take it. Because this crew, they're losing ground fast. They've got to start winning some ball games. And the good teams, they're starting to separate themselves, and these guys are being left behind.
The play action fake. They'll look to throw. Throwing left side, it's complete. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45.
Offense.
They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold. They'll look to throw. He completes it to Ridley. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. A first down there on a pickup of 25.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half, but I like their countenance. I like the way that they're having panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
They go play action here on first down.
That one's taken in by Spears.
And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. Despite the completion, they're going to wind up losing 3 there. 2nd down. Now back to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. The Texans here on 3rd down, putting an extra defender in the secondary. Looking to throw. Under pressure, and the Texans able to get him in for the sack. And the defense coming through on 3rd down, a loss of 7 to bring up 4th.
And here's Ryan Wright now
as he's on to punt for Tennessee. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. And he'll get credit for putting him inside the 20 as the fair catch is made right at about the 19-yard line. So here are the Texans to take over. Remember, they're riding that 5-game winning streak, and right now in the driver's seat in this ball game as well. In motion goes the tight end. They'll come out throwing here on first down. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end.
They gave up the completion there, but this is what zone defenses count on. Catching the ball and not much run after the catch.
They'll come up 2nd and 6 now from the 24. They'll set up a throw. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. 3rd catch of this first half for him, and this one is a first down. A handoff, running left, Mixon. Shreds him with a stiff arm. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line.
Holding. Offense.
An unfortunate time for the penalty there. That cancels out a positive play from this offense.
Well, not to sound too trite or too accepting, but you and I both know it happens. You got to accept it and move on. Yardage, you got to get back. Focus on the next play, move on.
Only a yard on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. Again, it's Mixon. And again, the run defense stout this time. He maybe gets back to the line of scrimmage, but no more.
They need 18 yards here on 3rd down.
He'll drop to throw. Over the middle, it's complete.
And he is going to have the Texans first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
That's the number 2 receiver in the NFL in terms of yardage. And tell you what, a few more plays like that, he won't be number 2 for long.
Well, that's what often happens when you have competitors running around the field. These guys know where they stand in relationship to yardage, totals, numbers, the whole deal. And let's face it, all of them, they all want to be number 1.
Back to throw now on first down. Throwing middle, and it's complete. And that'll be good for 8 yards to the 45.
Always always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
They'll look to throw now on first down. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And it's second down. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
Looking middle, and that's complete. What a methodical drive this is turning out to be. That time 9 yards, and the sticks move again. They'll look to throw here on first down. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down about the 21 or 22.
Second down and 4.
They'll set up to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. What a methodical drive this is turning out to be. That time 9 yards, and the sticks move again.
From down at the 12, it's first and 10.
Back to throw. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. A great effort there. His second touchdown of the game and his 9th on the year.
And the Texans continue to pull away here in this first half. In the second quarter, and already his second touchdown reception.
Absolutely the definition of a difference maker here in this first half. Clearly one of his quarterback's favorite targets in this game, and I figure he's going to draw a little more attention and coverage moving forward.
Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And a rout is on here in this first half. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away.
And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. The Titans going to go back on offense here late in this first half. And with a little under a minute remaining, they may try to put something together here just to try to cut into that deficit.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. Following the incomplete pass, here they go again, 2nd and 10 from the 25. They'll drop to throw.
And it's dumped off to Pollard.
Now the Texans have burned the first of their timeouts as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in half number 1.
On third down, here's Spears.
Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1.
So on fourth down, on is the punter, Ryan Wright.
He can't get him down. A 46-yard punt, 8 yards on the return.
And the Texans will take over.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive.
And with great starting field position and one timeout in their pocket, they could still come away with points here in the late going.
And he fires one incomplete.
You've always been very good about checking my math. Am I correct? That's the first time that it's been incomplete when they've thrown it to him?
Yes, he had caught every other ball coming his way.
So they feel like they've got something really good going there, and they're going to continue to go there until the defense makes an adjustment and takes it away.
Well, they finally made an adjustment there. We'll see if they can build on that stop.
9 yards, and that leaves them just short, so it'll be third and less than a yard.
Now a timeout called for by the offense as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half.
Partner, he sold the go route really well. Thought he was going deep, then curled it back inside for a nice completion.
DBs love when they pump the brakes, don't they?
Yeah, that's really a whole lot of fun. It's almost like he said, listen, if you're going to sell the go, just go. Well, let's see who's faster.
And unable to connect, incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
I like the fact that he took the shot deep downfield. Even if you don't get the catch, maybe you get a defensive penalty and pick up the yardage that way.
On is the punter, Townsend, as he gets this one away.
And this will pin him back deep. That's going to kick out of bounds right at about the 7-yard line. So well done there. And these punters, they get more specialized and better each and every year, don't they?
They sure do. And now it's really not the American punters. It's the Australian punters with their kicking academies and that flat drop and just kind of kicking the nose of the football. They're able to almost stop it where they want to, like a good golfer can check one up.
And defensively, they're just looking to keep him contained as they're able to get him down. So we've come upon halftime here in Houston, and it's the home team, the Texans, leading this one. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report.
All right, Brandon, we'll get back to you two in a bit. For now,
Message received here. No need to wait. We're going to skip halftime and get right back to the action. Here comes the 3rd quarter.
Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon.
And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. The Texans offense and their wideout getting set to go once more. And as we move deeper into the season, he continues to put up big numbers on a weekly basis. As you see here, he's the NFL's leader in receptions to this point of the year.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going.
And it's hard to imagine that the first half could have gone any better for him. So what's the approach here in the second half?
Just continue to play smart football because they get the other team down and they feel good about the position they're in. The obvious thing people would say is just keep attacking, but I think you also have to be smart about it. Avoid turnovers. That's about the only thing that can derail you at this point. Attack, but make sure you take care of the ball.
Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a 1st down. Well done. Give them 17 on the pickup there, and the Texans also get a new set of downs.
With that grab, he now sits at 200 for his career, and maybe more importantly, a 1st down.
On play action, they'll throw. He's got a man. That's caught. Left sideline. Touchdown, Houston. A big play there. 56 yards.
And the Texans come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the 3rd quarter.
As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky Country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
Fairbairn good with the extra point, and the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away.
And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line.
The Titan offense now working their way back onto the field. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. They'll try and start this drive in the air.
Swinging this out for Pollard.
And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35.
Holding offense.
They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. In motion, the tight end. They're going to look to throw. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. call it a gain of 6 on the play, and it'll be second down. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. He'll look to throw. Flushed out right. And a good job defensively. They stop him short of the first at the 32. 5 yards that time out of the scramble. But now they're looking at a 4th down situation.
That was a good effort there, trying to do it on his own. But as a defender, you're in a tough spot because you have coverage responsibilities behind you. And if you take off too quick to try and get him down, he might loft it over your head.
So better to track with your man defensively than try to go up and make a stop on the quarterback.
Exactly right. What you're hoping is that your guys in the front 7 can get him down.
42 yards on the punt, just 2 on the return. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive.
This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles' defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. That's good for a Texan first down, a 12-yard pickup. Mix it up the middle. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
The way things have gone in this one, the running game's been something of an afterthought, and that's not been too bad for them, has it?
Yeah, the offensive returns have been good, but I guess we figured he in the ground game would be a bit more involved. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Titans' 33. A gain there of 21 yards.
Well, those backups on the sideline, they got to be eagerly anticipating the 4th quarter upcoming. Look at the size of the lead, how they're moving the football. This defense really struggling and giving up plays like we just saw.
Yeah, Stars have certainly done all they've needed to in this one, haven't they? But my question is, will he be able to resist the urge to continue to run things up a bit and get his main guys a few bonus stats before he calls them off the field?
So just 3 yards on the completion there. And it'll be 2nd down. Out of the shotgun, they run with Mixon. Call it a gain of a couple, and that's going to leave them with a 3rd and about 5.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball on this drive, and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally because otherwise...
Oh, a first mistake for him in the ball game as it's intercepted.
And he'll take it across midfield to the 46-yard line.
Well, to be blunt, not a whole lot has gone right for this defense in this ball game, but that's something right there. Still in the 3rd quarter. It would take something around miracle territory for a comeback, but maybe that's a start, Charles.
It certainly is, and they're definitely showing that there's some fight still left in them. Hasn't been a banner day, but they're trying their best to put that disappointment behind them and find ways to make plays.
Here's Tennessee ready to begin this drive offensively. See if they can put this drive in the end zone, Charles, because it's been a little bit of a rough go at times. They've had to punt the football a ton in this ball game because of stalled-out drives.
So are you saying that you're kind of tired of seeing the punter run out there and do his thing during this game? Is that what you're trying to say?
Well, I mean, I'm okay with it. I have a feeling that this offense, they don't want to see the punter again.
And frankly, the punter doesn't want to run out there anymore himself. He'd love to see his offense put together a drive and give his leg a rest.
Cockrell holds it in left side. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And they'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. Took till the second half, but finally a red zone opportunity here. 1st and 10 right at the 20. Back to throw here. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down. It will. They'll bring the tight end in motion right. They'll go with Pollard here on first down. And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down. He'll look to throw. This will be caught at about the 6. And it looks like he'll be just a yard shy of the 5 here as he's out at the 6. 7th play of the drive upcoming here on 3rd and 6. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And it's a Titans touchdown. Chigakonkwo from 6 yards away.
And the Titans get a bit closer.
Obviously, the scoreboard right now is not the friend of this rookie quarterback. But, hey, a touchdown pass there maybe builds a little confidence.
Every rep is valuable when you're a rookie. Every time you step up and throw the football, there's a lesson to be learned. Yeah, he took advantage of a little bit of loose coverage there with the lead. But at the same time, got it done. And it'll take a little bit of satisfaction away from that throw.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. And the football going back over now to the Houston Texans.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going.
Still well in control of this ball game despite giving up that touchdown a moment ago. He'll drop this one down to Mixon.
And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. The catch and run, good for 18 and a first down.
Well, I certainly don't want to pile on, but this defense has just not been up to the challenge in this game, and this continues as we see here. Coverage, not been very good, soft in spots, and there's an easy throw and catch for another first down.
Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on first down. They'll look to throw here.
And that one's going to be off target and incomplete.
I had to do a double take on that one, Brandon, because so far in this game, we haven't seen many of his passes fall incomplete.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. And this one's incomplete. Not his best throw there, but where we sit right now in the 3rd quarter, he's had a pretty good game throwing the football.
He certainly has, and it's not exactly at the point where we're doing 4-minute offense yet, but they've got to think about, I'm not going to say milking the clock, but understanding clock management here on out.
And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. That'll go for a gain of 7, and it'll be 4th down.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. The Titans offense now, they work their way back onto the field.
A strong showing their last time out. They scored the touchdown, but Charles, they look up and they're still down double digits, so you feel like just to keep pace, this drive probably needs to end in the end zone as well.
Yeah, and I think the best move for them is to not worry about how far they are down on the scoreboard, but to just remember the last drive and how it ended. Go ahead and try and repeat that. Then you can look at the scoreboard and see where this game is.
Here's a 2nd and 7.
Well, that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw.
Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Jalen Johnson.
And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line.
Well, this is something we've seen before, partner. We've seen a defense bait a rookie, pretend to leave a window open, and then the defensive back jumped it as soon as the ball was released. Big-time play. They love taking advantage of the youngsters, and in this case, it paid off well.
Houston set to take over.
They were forced to punt last time, and I doubt sincerely that they'll have to punt here because they're gifted with terrific field position.
I don't even want to think about the idea that they would end up punting starting with this type of field position. Neither do they. Great starting spot, great opportunity to run your full playbook. If they want to take a shot here, they can go ahead and do it.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. 22 yards on the catch and run, a first down. Final minute now of the third quarter. On first down, he'll drop to throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And it looks like he'll be just a yard shy of the 5 here as he's out at the 6.
2nd and 4. They could still get a first down without scoring.
They'll look to throw. And got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Houston. From 6 yards away.
And the Texans will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the third. Boy, another score. This lead gets even bigger. And, Charles, we haven't even hit the fourth quarter yet.
Well, forget the deficit, right? They're really not going to cut into that a heck of a lot. But how can they get out of here with some dignity? Can they get a stop or two? Can they make a play on offense themselves? Anything to start to feel better about what's happened to them here in this one.
Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away.
And he won't quite make it to the 25.
The Titans offense now, they get ready to do battle again here.
So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
In need of only about the length of the football here on second down. And here's a give to Spears.
Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on third down. Looking to throw.
Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he will have a Titans first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
3 quarters in the books. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Back now in Houston. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the fourth quarter. A very one-sided affair. They'll set up a throw. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. And that's good for a gain of 6. And that will bring up second down. He'll drop to throw. And he's going to be taken down right at the line. So that'll be no better than an incompletion. And it's 3rd and 4 now.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down.
Now back to throw.
He's got his target. That's complete.
And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. Great way to convert on third down there. 21 yards the play. On 1st and 10, it's Spears. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play there. 2nd down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
On the draw, it's Pollard. And here's another tackle made at the line. So they're converging well on the football now. Well, this drive, they're a perfect 2 of 2 on third down conversions, but they need a full 10 yards here. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. This one caught by Ridley. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Back to throw. And that's going to be knocked away in the end zone. It's incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
2nd and 3. And it's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Tennessee. From 3 yards out. And the Titans get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this 4th quarter deficit. Gonzalez to add the PAT. And that will cut this lead down to 25. So that one a long 11-play drive. And it ends with a Tennessee score. There's the Titan kick team as they run up and send this one away. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. The Texans offense and their quarterback ready to go once more. And you get a look at the numbers, they don't even tell the whole story. This has been a tremendous performance to this point. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. As they try to finish things off in this 4th quarter, and that current 5-game win streak looking like it's going to go to 6. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. They'll stay on the ground, mixing again. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29. And this offense on third down today, they've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 10. Off the RPO, he completes it. And he gets this up to the 34 out of bounds there. It'll be a gain of 5. And that's going to bring up a 4th down. The Texans send the punter out as he's on here to punt it away. This is taken at the 18. That'll go as a 46-yard punt with a return of 7. And it'll be Titan football.
Tennessee offense set to go again. And just looking ahead, it would appear that that bye week is coming at the right time. They'll have 2 weeks to chew on this one, though probably not one that they want to chew on. A poor performance from start to finish.
They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. They'll drop to throw.
A short throw taken in by Okonkwo.
And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. And the Texans have an extra defender in the secondary now on 3rd down. They'll set up to throw.
And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in.
And this is a situation where as a head coach, you're just saying, what else could go wrong? Let's get it all out of our system, please. This has been a sloppy game throughout. The execution has been lacking. A lot of mistakes, both mental and physical. And here's a big play that goes by the wayside.
No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on fourth. So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 48-yard line. Again, he'll drop to throw. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42.
Here's a 2nd and 5.
Back to throw again. Dancing to his left. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down.
Will Anderson in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
We all know he's one of the better quarterbacks in the league, but definitely not today. His team trailed by multiple touchdowns, and a late sack, just a parting gift from the defense for him to take back to the locker room with him.
Seventh play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. They're going to look to throw. And pressure coming, and they got him once again.
Will Anderson,
2 plays in a row now that he has gotten in there for the sack, and it brings up 4th down.
Guys with his talent in the pocket aren't supposed to be getting hit like this, and you know an intense conversation with the offensive line is going to occur after this one. Might not be from him, but the offensive line coach will have plenty to say about this game.
And that is incomplete. The Titans try it, but ultimately they fail on 4th down. And the Texans take over an excellent field position. Out comes the Houston offense as they get set to take over here. Been a very strong performance for them, really, on both sides of the football. The turnover on downs the most recent example, and now, obviously, they're in a great spot here.
Yeah, if you're over on the bench right now, you're shaking hands with your teammate, you're hugging him, give him a little dap. Been a big, big performance for them. Now you just don't get careless. Take care of the ball on the way out.
and he'll follow his blockers there all the way down to the 23-yard line.
They get 14 on that one. Good for a Houston 1st down. He'll look to throw. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. 2 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. Here's a give to Mixon. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have a Texans 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on 3rd down. Went his way. It worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they've scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Texans football as we welcome you back.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10.
A handoff to Mixon. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line.
44 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
Keep in mind they can still get a 1st down here as they come up on 2nd and inches. Again, it's Mixon. Hate to be blunt, but it is just continuing to prove to be the case that this O-line is manhandling this D-line right now.
They deserve to roll up their sleeves and show up their biceps because they're doing exactly what you just described, manhandling the defensive front. They've got the left.
And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals.
Well, he'd been the workhorse on this drive, and it would have been unfair to bring someone else in to finish the job. So they go back to him again, and he delivers with a touchdown run.
Fairbairn now to add the extra point. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. So this drive spans 7 plays, and it all culminated in the touchdown run coming from Joe Mixon. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away.
take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. The Titans now just about ready to take over. We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this fourth quarter. Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call.
Offense.
So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw.
Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted.
And they will finally get him, but not until he's all the way down inside the 15-yard line. The utter domination here just continues. This defense, I don't know what more we can say all around about their performance.
Well, it certainly feels in this game like maybe they're facing a Canadian defense. 12 guys on the field. It feels like there's an extra on every snap because they have really struggled to make headway through the air.
And now out comes Houston.
And this crowd has certainly liked what they've seen. Their guys fully expected to win this one coming in, and they have not disappointed as they've got the big lead here in the fourth.
Mixon with a 1st down carry. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but boy, their offense was on fire in this ball game.
And partner, I have no idea what the top speed is on one of those high-end sports cars. What's the top gear you can get into? This offense, they certainly were there in this one, huh? Everything clicking for them in this contest, the kind of performance that they're going to cherish.
So for Houston,
they moved to 7-1 on the year with the victory.
And they will hit the road next week to take on the Indianapolis Colts. Meanwhile, for Tennessee, they fall 2 games under 500 now at 3-5. And they'll take this loss into the bye as they'll be back in action in Week 10. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew. We'll catch you next time right here. It's the NFL on EA Sports.